Janeisha John here for Black Hollywood Live, and I'm joined with Joanna Coles of So Cosmo, the new show to come out, which we're really excited about. Now, you used to be the editor-in-chief for Cosmopolitan magazine, right?
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about how the show came to be and what we can expect.
Well, when I was editor-in-chief, we would get calls probably once every 2 weeks from TV companies saying, we really want to make a show about Cosmo, it's such a fun brand. And we finally agreed to do it with a producer I had worked with before on Project Runway All-Stars. He happened to come into the office one day to have a general chat about things. It was a particularly dramatic day. I had Miley Cyrus on the phone because she tweeted her fans and told them to go and put her cover of Cosmo over every other magazine. There was a lot of drama going down, and Rob looked at me and he said, this is a show. This is a show, and now it is.
Well, what can we expect from the show? I'm assuming that we get the inside scoop as to what goes on within the magazine. Is that pretty correct?
Well, what you really get is an inside view into a team working together very closely, and I think for anybody who works in an office that will seem very familiar. This is not only a show for people who love fashion or beauty or celebrity or journalism. It's a show for people that have ever worked in an office or do work in an office. You will recognize the tension, the drama, the conflict, the fun, the fabulosity when you're all working together and producing something that you're really proud of. And what you see is a team under pressure delivering on a deadline. And having a lot of fun and sometimes a bit of drama with it.
Yeah, no, I know you probably can't give us any spoilers, but what would you say is probably one of the dramas that we can experience this season?
Well, one of the dramas we have is that we have a fabulous shoot planned in the Caribbean. We have the world's best models flying in for it. And then, of course, literally, as they're all arriving at airports from across the world, the hurricane arrives, a big, big hurricane. And we have to scramble and pull the shoot from Turks and Caicos and do it in Coney Island. And then you have to call the world's best models and say, bad news, I'm afraid you've got to move from Turks and Caicos to Coney Island. And they were all very gracious about it, but it was a very stressful moment because also we had to move people across country as the airports were closing.
Wow, that sounds pretty intense and exciting.
And then it becomes really a job about logistics and how you get something done. Our deadline doesn't change just because there's a world-class hurricane coming in. We still have to produce great photos. So it's really about what a team will do to make sure the work gets done.
Definitely. Now, I know a lot of people that try to compare this show to what some may call a modern-day Devil Wears Prada. Now, I must say you are extremely pleasant. And so I know in the movie itself, the editor-in-chief was very, very strict. And, would you say you guys have similar characteristics in the show?
Well, I thought The Devil Wears Prada, which interestingly was produced by a woman, Wendy Feineman, was a brilliant movie. It really was about, though, the dynamic between a young junior person and a boss that she was intimidated by. This is much more about teamwork. It's much funnier, and it's really more ab-fab. It's ab-fab with a sprinkling, in my higher moments, of Woodward and Bernstein.
Okay, nice. Now, speaking of female boss, I know you have also you executive produced the Running in Heels. Yes.
Yes.
Well, how would you say the transition is from being behind the more the creative side to now being talent on screen?
Well, it's very exciting being considered talent. The editor of Cosmo is a very high-profile job. It's the biggest women's media brand in the world. We have many, many international editions. So it's fun to be able to show people how hard your team work and what fun it is. And I hope that the reader will then be able to pick up the magazine and recognize the stories and go, oh my God, I saw them working on that. I can't believe it looks so good.
I think they definitely will have a better appreciation for the magazine because they see all of the hard work. So I want to thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing the show. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Let me know what